Live from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. Showing the slab in today's game. Eric Fetty, what do we need to know here?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Kyle Schwarber, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. And now the count is even.
Well, second pitch of this game and already getting squeezed a little bit.
And that one is lifted in the air. Contreras on the move to the gap. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. And time now for the Phillies lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. Around second is Turner. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, most guys would have a double out of that, but for elite speed like his, that's an automatic double. He's thinking, how do I turn this into a triple? And that's exactly how you do it.
One down, runner at third. Bryce Harper now at the plate. The first overall pick back in 2010. And that is out of play. Lifted in the air down the left side. Nootbaar moves under it. Brings it in, and there are 2 outs. So the go-ahead run in scoring position, and here comes Alec Boehm. Left field, Nootbaar in position, makes the grab, and that is that. Phillies strand 1. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in St. Louis, and today's starter, Taijuan Walker.
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Bottom of the first, now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Hit hard on the ground is short. Turner with the throw to first, and a quick out, number 1. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Wilson Contreras in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals.
Let's go, Brendan.
Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Here's a 1-2. On the ground. Stott over to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Scoreless after 1. Back here in St. Louis, new inning getting started. And here's the veteran outfielder, Max Kepler. Fetty back to work. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Contreras under it, and he's got it, and there's 1 down. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. And there's a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Here's JT Realmuto. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at-bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering, what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at-bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
This is Bryson Stott. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Way back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. His second of the year, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-0.
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here, that's for sure. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. stays alive. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish, and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Fouled off left side. And Nato is set down on strikes. Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. That one's in there. 0-1. And a foul ball.
Come on, Alex.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Turner on the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Two down, base is empty. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. Good power, not great in the OBP department. First pitch misses. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. And that's downstairs and outside. That one hit to right. Castellanos moves on it. And that will end the inning. After two, it's a 2-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Schwartz to the plate. Schwarber measures 6 feet even, 32 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. There's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Foul ball. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Here's Trey Turner. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Harper, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a miss, and a count 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2. 2-1.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And now it's even up. In the dirt. Goes to second. Save. And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. And that's too high.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Man on second, 2 down. That one fouled off. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Finish 3-2. So now 2 on and 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. And here is Max Kepler. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Ground ball, left side. Slings it across. That ends the frame. Phillies leave a couple, but they're on top 2-0. Back here at Busch Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Ball one there. The 1-1.
That's a ball.
And misses inside. Gets under it and pops it up. Turner makes the grab, one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So up next, Thomas Sajazi. Pitch misses there. 1-0. That clips the corner. Swings and misses, and there's two away.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. And there's a ball. Two balls, no strikes, the count. Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one is inside. Strike 3, got him with the sweeper. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're still down. It's 2-0. On to the 4th. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. The pitch. Just missed.
You know, these Phils doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And the sweeper misses.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And a pitch. Hit in the air, right field. Contreras settles underneath it, and out number 1 on the grab. And now it's JT Realmuto. He was a strikeout victim his first time. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
That one the other way. It's a Jay-Z. And Real Muto is out. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Singy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yeah, just one free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
Stott takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Ball one, no strike.
And the 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Nootbaar puts it away, and that's the third out. Back here in St. Louis, stepping in, Lars Nootbaar. Fought off foul.
You know, these Cardinals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
0-2.
And now 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Kepler going back on this one, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here's Contreras now. Grounded out his first time. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. The Cardinals still looking for their first hit in this one. Next offering in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
Contreras started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, no swing. Gary Simmons with the call. Hit on the ground to short. Zips it across, and Contreras is retired. Brendan Donovan will hit next. Grounded out his first time up. There's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. And down in order go the Cardinals. And they're down 2-0. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Fetty back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Hard hit left side. Over to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Ripped, but it curls foul. One down, base is empty. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Trey Turner at the plate, 1 for 2. That's a little bit low. Right through there for a strike.
Hey.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2-2 the count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Down quickly go the Phillies as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in St. Louis, we head to the bottom of the 5th. So now it's Nolan Arenado. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Now, anytime one of your hitters gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout. And you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. Grounded out his first time up.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you've got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
And that one fouled off. Next pitch is outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here. Oh, great stop. Off balance feed, there's one. A sensational double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pajes. He swings and fouls one off. The Phils leading by 2, last half of inning number 5. Ripped to short. Slings to first. Inning over. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. It's the Phillies 2 and the Cardinals nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the sixth, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Bryce Harper. Pulls that one foul. And it's 1-1. And that one finds its way through. And they have their first hit since the third inning. And now it's Alec Bohm. This to third, Arenado. There's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Max Kepler at the plate. There's a strike. Kepler, in his 9th season, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Two down, nobody on. Close, but called a ball. And now it's even 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. John King, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Fernandez, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Just missed. That one fouled off. 2-2. Two outs. And it remains 2-2.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Goes down looking. One hit in the inning, but no one left. 7, 8, 9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. It's the Phillies 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here at Busch Stadium, bottom of the 6th inning. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that one is downstairs. Ball one.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately either.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. The relay in there safely.
No more having to worry about keeping the no-hitter alive now. Absolutely smoked the baseball. It just jumped off the lumber. And when you're able to find a gap like that, Boog, you're even looking for a triple.
Runner at third, nobody out. Here's the second baseman, Thomas Sajazi. Struck out swinging his first time. And that misses. Ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Next one misses, and that's ball two.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
hit in the air, center field. Marsh squeezes it. Runner tags for home. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And they trail by 1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Mason Wynn getting ready to hit. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Out to short. Turner with the throw to first. And there's 2 away. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Lars Nootbaar. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
Next pitch is outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And that's outside. The count now 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Has grounded out a couple of times. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
And another ball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jose Ruiz getting ready to go. Strom warming up as well. Nootbaar leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Inside ball.
Brendan Donovan in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a base hit up the middle. Marsh quickly gets it back in. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So now here's the DH, Brendan Donovan. He's grounded out a couple of times. Late on that fastball.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2 on, 2 outs. And that is out of play. That's too low. 1-2 to count. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
And downstairs.
That's a really good take.
So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. And that is the inning. 6 innings in the books, and there will be no no-hitter. It's the Phillies 2 and the Cardinals 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Fernandez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game, and now for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. Misses off the plate, and that's ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And a 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, no strikes. Popped up. Burleson gets under it. He's got it. That's out number 2.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Now it's the second baseman, St, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
That one's in there. 0-1. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
1 ball.
Next one in the dirt. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Two down, nobody on. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Phillies down in order, but they still lead it 2-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jose Ruiz.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Outside corner, there's a strike. In the air, right field. Grabs it on the run. One away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Burleson in the box now, takes strike one. Trying to hold a one-run lead here the bottom of the seventh. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. Stretches out and holds it in.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Pedro Pajes. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
1-0.
Foul ball there. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Stott over to first in time. And that'll do it. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They're down 2-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. JoJo Romero.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Well, one-run game. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball one, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So back to the top of the order. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a three-run game in the blink of an eye. Romero checks over to first, and he's back. And that's way high, and it's 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Sonny Gray appears to be getting loose. Leahy also throwing. Nobody out, runner at first. Here goes the runner. And that one fouled off. That clips the zone, and the count 1-2. And Schwarber strikes out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead, getting that W.
Here's Turner now, 1 for 3. Snap throw to first. Marsh dives back in safely. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. Marsh over at second, one down. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there.
I got a ball.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That's down and in. Tap foul at the plate. One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the eighth. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. In the dirt. Man at second. And ball four, two aboard.
Now a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
That was the pitch to hit, forcing fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it drops in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw's offline, he's saved. And it's 3-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runners at the corners here, one away. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. JoJo Romero is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Sonny Gray. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. First and second, one out. Here's the left fielder, Max Kepler. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Next offering misses down and away. high fly ball out to center field. Wynn sizing this one up. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Castellanos. Inside, ball one.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
2 on, 2 outs. Check swing, and he went. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And that is that. So 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Cardinals 1. Back here in St. Louis, here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. The Cards in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Ruiz back to work. Bunt attempt popped up to first, there to beat him by an eyelash.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out. Way to go.
Here's the second baseman, Thomas Sajazi.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Jordan Romano, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. And a curve is down and in.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hard hit, but right at him and left. And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. And that drops in for a strike. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Two outs.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Misses, and it's 2-2.
Excellent location right there. Flirted with the zone, tried to get in the chase.
Two down, nobody on. down the line. Castellanos on his horse. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's in the dirt.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swing and a miss at 96 struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Redbirds down quietly, and they trail it 4-1. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, John King. This southpaw has been really good against left-handed hitters. And now it is JT Realmuto. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field. Well, they didn't want to go after him with the fastball at all, and that at bat, nothing but off-speed stuff. Even with all the changeups coming, somehow he was still early on the swing. So I think he had to be thinking it was only a matter of time until he saw some heat.
Stop. The next to hit takes outside. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Andre Palante preparing to come on if needed. Roycroft getting loose as well. Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick in the glove. Might have taken his eye off it a little early, but regardless, you're going to have to work around that error.
So a man at first. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. First offering. Runner goes.
Nope.
Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Next pitch is outside. Stop. The runner at second with one away. Check swing, and he went. And it's 2-1. Pickoff moved to second, and he's back safely. Right through there for a strike. One out and a runner at second. Line drive, base hit. Stop. Around third. The throw in, but it's offline. So man aboard. Next to hit, Kyle Schwarber. First round pick out of Indiana back in 2014, and delivers outside. King, 30 years old now, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2017. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That one missed.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Step off, throw to first. Marsh back in on a dive. Run around the move. Pitch misses inside. Throw, and they got him.
You know, I always felt as a base runner, base stealer that, you know, if you can get in that first, second, maybe third pitch, get your jump and steal second base, you had a much better chance of being successful. As it gets deeper into that at bat and those pitches rack up, you almost get a little more flat-footed, and you've got to be sharp to get that jump and to beat a good throw down to second base. Just wasn't able to do it right there.
And there's ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So 2 down. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. That clips the corner.
Well, an at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
There's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-2.
An at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And they'll do it again. Two outs.
1 ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. 1 run across in the frame so far here at the top of the 9th. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Missed with a changeup, and now it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Hot shot to third. Arenado to first in time. And they get Turner for the out. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 5-1. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Christopher Sanchez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Outside low, and that is ball 1.
1-0.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. And it is 2-1. And that one fouled off. In the air, left field. Puts it away for the out. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. That's outside,
that ball went out.
and that's ball one. On the corner for a strike. The Phillies leading by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. That misses. Ball 2. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
And Contreras is retired. So they're down to their final out. Brendan Donovan digs in now. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a pop-up. Boom. And that is the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.